the Benny and the Zip.
Zip's my guy, man. He was on one of my albums and shit. We do live streams together and shit. How well you know about Zip? What you know about Zip?
No, I didn't know anything. I just felt that he was, bringing his paperwork, and then he was pressing the situation. And when he was pressing the situation, it was like, I was like, okay, cool. But I wanted to hear both sides of the story. So
Yeah.
when I heard both sides of the story, and then I got the paperwork, so we checked the paperwork while we was there online, and the dude 10 toes submitted fraudulent paperwork.
Yep, that's what he do. That's what he do. He's a character and shit. He's a nigga that don't bring nothing to the internet. He like a scavenger. But yeah, Zip's my dude, man. Zip is the one who the reason why all of that came about was a conflict that Zip and Ten Toes was going through.
Mm-hmm.
And Benny kind of caught an errant shot just standing too close to Zip. I mean, standing too close to Ten Toes Down. It was them
Yeah.
two going at it. And he basically said, if you got a problem with niggas that be ratting, what's up with your man? Your man is a rat, and that's how Bimmy got through into it.
Mm.
Yep, that's how that happened.
But is he a rat?
According to the paperwork, he did some misdeeds. Um, he was very very kind to me. He's helped me a lot in regards to what I do, Bimmy.
Yeah.
But after a while, it was like an overwhelming amount of um information presented against him from a variety of people. And when I took a step back and looked at it, I noticed that nobody from Queens of any substance was supporting him. Nobody came to his aid and shit like that. I thought that said a lot about the overall situation. He was proclaiming his innocence. I actually tried to protect him. I interviewed him when the accusations first came out because, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I had a good relationship with him, and I basically held Zip at bay. And I told Bimmy, man, I just did this live stream with you. Don't get on nobody else's platform because they're not going to handle you the same way. And he ended up getting on somebody else's platform and he admitted to signing an affidavit. And that was the fatal blow. Once he
Mm-hmm.
admitted it, you know what I'm saying? One thing about this online shit is if niggas keep getting in front of these cameras and just talking, they probably gonna eventually put their foot in their mouth. And that's kind of what happened with him.
Mm.
Word. So yeah, I brought you here today to ask you a few questions because you from Los Angeles. First of all, how's everything going out there with the Yankees being in the World Series and shit? I seen Cube was out there rocking. I heard that's Magic Johnson's doing.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's cool. See, I'm from neighborhood, so um, the Yankees is my team by street code, and then I'm from Los Angeles, so LA is the Dodgers. But at the end of the day, it's like it's good for both of them. So I don't care who win.
Right, right. All right. Okay, we got to get to this topic at hand. The indictment came out, the Quando Rondo assassination attempt, which led to the murder of his cousin, Little Pab. That was something that transpired out there near the Beverly Center and shit. Why is it always some shit happening near the Beverly Center? What's that about?
Now because that's where the out of towners go to. You get what I'm saying? They thinking it's safe, it's out the way. But remember I was telling you that it's only like 15, 20 minutes from the hood. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like they be thinking like, oh, that's just like a whole different like state or something. And it'd be like, bro, you walking into deep waters because we ain't in the hood looking for niggas in the hood to rob. You get what I'm saying?
right.
We out in those areas looking for a piece of steak.
No doubt. All right, that makes total sense. I noticed that a lot of shit seems to happen out there around the Beverly Center. So niggas got to take that into consideration. You're not safe out there, the shopping districts and shit. Um, One of the things that stood out to me, I read the 18-page indictment. I read some of it on my podcast, the Dribble podcast. I'm on all streaming sites, and I read some details from the actual indictment. And something that stood out with me was the fact that on August 19th, 2022, the shooters who came from Chicago, they basically was they went to the hotel where Quando Rondo was staying and was kind of laying on him, waiting for him to come out. And that's where they started to follow him from. And I said, damn, how the fuck did they know which hotel he was at? How did they know which hotel he was at? What, these niggas got a magic crystal ball or something like that? Or they were assisted. Now, a lot of people were saying two names came up from the door. Two names came up. But of course, it's only the online community. Big U name, of course, came up.
Big Useless, and then Puka Butt's Bricc Baby. So we can get started right now. So at the end of the day, it's like this, right? Remember, I tell y'all that these niggas love backdooring people. You get what I'm saying? But they
Yeah,
just like the dumbest criminals in the world.
right.
So remember that a moment when Big U tried to expose Quando Rondo for help on the Breakfast Club, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He
Remember,
basically said, don't call me now. You wasn't calling me when, everything was going well and you was hot out here, but don't call me now. That's basically what he said, right?
yeah, but see, the thing is, he was asking them for $10,000 to put homies around him, and he was like, Quando Rondo was like, "Nigga, we supposed to be from '60s. Why do I have to pay you when I'm out there or whatever like that? I thought we just all hood. You get what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
So Brick Baby, Puka Butts, he was basically saying, "Hey, um, check in with me to check in with the Tiny Locs, which he's a real life buster, like a sweetie pie. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't even know why he be having the nerves to say anything. So it's like when he did it, you know how when his homie got hit, right? And then the police came. Quando Rondo is frantic or whatever like that. He couldn't really answer no questions, right?
Yeah. Hysterical.
Did hysterical, right? Did you notice when he was like, "Hey, just take my phone. I have nothing to prove." So they took his phone. When they took his phone, they was like, "Why are you sharing locations with this person?"
Get the fuck out of here.
Dead homies, right?
God damn.
So listen, this is the crazy part, right? Because it gets tricky. So the feds end up hitting Brick Baby house.
Yeah.
Once they hit his house, they take his phone. They stumble upon a AK. He mysteriously gets let out. No bail, no nothing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know when that happened, they like you got to tell up. You got to tell on the upper class,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like this. He working. We got the paperwork. But we can't say anything because Quando Rondo don't want us to say too much because it's an open case.
Yeah.
But Brick Baby, Puka Butts is a CI. He's working.
So it ain't no it the way that I received it, I'm on the East Coast. I'm far removed from what's going on out there. It ain't no secret that that situation happened with him with the location and him getting his phone. That's been known out there already.
Yeah, see, I've been knowing this for over a year now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then so the nigga Puka Butts is so stupid, right? Because he gets on a podcast and he'll just say something and be like, "Oh, I was just trolling." No, you telling. It's not trolling. You telling. You committed making people go to jail. You taking them away from their family.
Yeah.
So when people is talking about like the OTF or whatever, right? OTF Jim,
Yeah.
they got on him because of Brick. They was watching him. They
Wow.
found him with a gun and put pressure on him to tell, to wear a wire.
Yeah. So when the police got a hold of Quando Rondo's phone and they said, "Why are you sharing your location with him?" Is you basically saying when he went out there to check in with somebody, instead of him giving the 10,000 to Big U, he said, "I'ma fuck with Bricc Baby,"
Hookah butts, yeah.
and that's essentially how it's
And
looked.
and and Puka Butt said all I did was drop lows.
So he kind of like doing double dealing. He had dude location. He told them niggas where he would be at.
Yeah. So last night on academics, right?
I was gonna ask you that next. Go ahead.
I confronted him. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
when I confronted Puka Butts, I told him, I said, listen, bro, because he's sweet as pie, right? I told him, I said, listen, bro, tell the world, like, where's your paperwork at?
yeah,
He's posting a receipt, a release receipt. You get what I'm saying? Where
yeah,
they came and got. Where's they saying they took all your electronics at? You know when you get hit with the feds and stuff like that, they're gonna leave you a receipt, right?
yeah. Everything that they took. Hell yeah.
Everything they took. But when they going in there showing you that search warrant is gonna be stapled on that paperwork that's gonna say what they looking for, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
What we
why
talking
he
about?
haven't posted that?
Yeah. Another thing that stood out was when they started to ask, immediately people speculated it was him. He starts saying shit like, and he's on camera saying this. He was saying shit like he was in Atlanta, he wasn't in the city when it happened.
Isn't
Um,
that the same thing Big Useless did when one of the homies was talking about my homie Fats? He said, I wasn't even out there. These they dumber than a box of rocks. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. After he said that he was in Atlanta when it happened, somebody else sent me a clip. Oh, he was on another platform. He said he was in Houston. He said he was in Houston. Do they not know that this shit is being recorded, man? And the best detectives, you think them feds and shit is good at what they do? These niggas online, these niggas online that's in these
It's
comments, they watch everything.
everything.
They don't miss nothing. You ain't gonna get on here and tell no lie, and they don't figure that shit out. They know timestamps, they know the platform it was said on, everything. But what we didn't know was he been exposed for being the person that gave up homeboy location and shit.
Yeah. And he's acting like he could just mysteriously make everything go away. He's a goofy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And but Big Uterus, useless,
Yeah,
is a fraud too. Like these are like real life gimmicks. These niggas try to call themselves extorting out of towners and do it the wrong way.
wow. You would think that they would be together instead of um when Big U told him 10,000, you would have think that if they wanted the same thing, him and Bricc Baby was both in a position of getting something from Quando, he would have said, "Yeah, that's what it is, 10." You dig what I'm saying? Or put a price on it. You would think that he wouldn't backdoor him and go around him and essentially align himself with Quando Rondo while he was out there after Big U, who's supposed to be like, the big guy and shit, told him a price already and shit. That sound like some real crab in a barrel type shit. Yeah,
So think about this, right? When it comes down to like certain things, right? If that's your homie, and we all from sixties. It don't matter if it's Atlanta, New York, Chicago. It don't matter if it's St. Louis, um, anywhere, right? We
yeah,
supposed to be sixties, right? Why would you charge somebody?
yeah. I
Why wouldn't
thought
you look
this. I
out?
thought I thought it was like this because I've heard many people say it. If you not from Los Angeles, you not down. You could say that you from the 60s, you could say that you from blood and all of this shit, but if you're not from LA, you're not really down. What you got to
Yeah,
say about that?
No, see. The thing is, I try to tell people, even when we go to like New York and other places, be respectful. Don't try to do too much, because when you do too much or whatever, you looking for a problem.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna order food, probably DoorDash. Might have a business meeting, go to a restaurant and stuff like that. Come with proper security, and then I'm gonna always go to the club. I'm not looking for no bitches or anything like that, because you know the bad bitches set you up
yeah,
fast.
facts.
And then I'm a get on the plane and go by, check in with the homies that's out there, tap in and stuff like that. But that's what I'm gonna do. Nothing else.
Yeah. So you think being as though it was $1 million on Quando's head, did he make an error by telling them niggas that he was coming out there? He could have probably just slipped in and out without nobody knowing, right?
Yeah, but see the thing is, it's like you trust in individuals that you talking to. Bricc Baby is really from Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? Like we talking about a sweetheart that got shot out in Los Angeles, ran to Atlanta, started a whole new life. What are we forgetting about the PeeWee Longway situation?
Enlighten me on it. I ain't hip. Tell me what's up with that.
Okay, so when Bricc Baby was out with the YSL Woody snitch nigga, right? We have to find out he was hanging out with PeeWee Longway. After Bricc Baby left, the next day the feds came in and got PeeWee Longway and like 48 other homies out there.
Oh, so he working coast to coast.
No, listen, it's like this with the feds, right? You could make a thing is and say, long as I don't tell on nobody from California, from Rolling 60s or anything like that out here, just don't. I could give you everybody else.
Yeah.
He's from Atlanta.
Wow. I want you to share with my followers that document that you sent me the other day, that cease and desist letter that you got from I think it was from an attorney's office or whatever.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What exactly was that about? Tell them about that cease and desist letter you got.
Okay, so basically, remember when I was telling everybody about the FaceTime footage, right?
Yeah,
So when I was telling everybody about the FaceTime footage about Nipsey Hussle, right? So when I went on No Jumper and I did it, the show was coming out on February 14th on Valentine's Day. We
yeah,
did the show on January 26th. A couple of days later, you see the cease and desist that I sent you. That's public record and everything like that. They could call you. You should put it up so they could understand it, right? But
yeah.
you say if we put out this any footage of the phone call, the FaceTime, talking about it or anything like that, they were gonna sue me and they was gonna sue the network. So the network, is basically saying like, oh, we want to make 10, 20 million dollars off of it. We ain't trying to pay money off of it. We trying to be successful.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, is they say after we do business with you, your contracts is up. You could literally we give you back your hard drives. You can sign off all the paperwork, and then you could put out the footage when we have nothing to do with it. And that's what happened.
And this was the conversation of you and him talking about Nipsey,
Yeah.
and he didn't want that shit out to the public.
Yeah, but you see it, right? Don't you got it? You can read
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I got the document. I posted on my story on IG. I'll let y'all see for yourselves. The cease and desist letter Big U filed against Luce Cannon about this conversation that they had about Nipsey Hussle and shit. He's trying to suppress any hardcore evidence of
Being a
the
bozo.
the position that he took in regards to Nipsey Hussle. Right, right. So when that situation happened, that raid in regard when Bricc Baby got raided his house, how long after the Quando Rondo shooting did that happen?
No, they raided his house. It was like maybe a couple of months. So the shooting happened, right?
Yeah.
They get Quando Rondo's phone. He goes on a podcast and say the statement about nobody better not say that OTF and having slid for King Von, right?
He did say that. Yeah.
Right.
He said they
So
can't say that no more.
they can't say that no more, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the feds was like, wait, hold on. Go to his house, get his electronics and everything like that, because it wasn't enough evidence for somebody to just take his phone and you just sharing locations. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once that happened or whatever, they basically took his phone, found out some stuff like that, made him a deal, and this where we at today.
Is that the reason why Quando Rondo, right after, not long after all of this happened, he dropped his flag? He felt that he got double crossed by the
Of
60s.
course, of course. Why would he? Come on now. Like you telling
It
me
make
a
it make
day.
it make total sense. It make total sense. It makes total sense. Everything makes total sense. He dropped his flag. He didn't get no protection when he was out there. He knew that they was on his ass. You can't play with your life. You got to know that after King Von lost his life, that they was gonna try something. So when he came to the West Coast, he
He
was
thought he
looking.
was safe.
He was yeah, yeah. Makes total sense. So the whole idea, well, he's online right now trying to tell people he ain't had nothing to do with it. All the fingers is pointing at him. What
Okay,
you?
tell me this because I see a comment, right? This is common sense. He's been why he haven't been in court in 8 months, right?
Yeah,
Tell me why he haven't been in court.
he actively working. Yeah,
This is facts.
actively working. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. Do you think dude pay him? Do you think
You
Quando
talking about
paid him?
Lil Durk?
No. Do you think oh, well, he was supposed to be, in order for him to have Quando's location when he got out there to Cali. It sounded like he checked in with Bricc Baby. Do you think Quando gave him something?
You did no, but did you see Brick Baby after he met with what's the name? He was flexing $100,000.
Yeah, in that video, that's where the
You
money
do
came from. Got it.
come on, come
He
on.
do. God damn.
You
This, these niggas can't stay away from the cameras. I did see. I was just looking at that video yesterday. That's where all that money came from.
fast. So he told on himself. It's not rocket scientist. Sweetie is dumb.
Right. Right. Why do you think they didn't make him a part of that case if he told them dudes where that location was and shit? Because he's working, huh?
It was working.
Make total sense. It makes total sense. For y'all who just now tuning in, this is some information that we wasn't privy to. That video that we see of Quando Rondo all frantic at the killing, when little Pab was shot, he jumping up and down screaming no and all of that. The police took his phone and he was sharing his location with somebody. The
Pooga
person,
butts.
the person that he was sharing his location with was Bricc Baby. So that's how the shooters from Chicago was able to locate him in California. Quando gave somebody his location. The person that he gave his location to gave it to the assassins. $1 million is a lot of money, man. Everybody was trying to get a piece of that change and shit. He wasn't. He was in shark water from the time he got off the plane. That's the way I read it, for real. So, what was the stipulations of that cease and desist order? If you was to show anything on that, if you was to post that footage, it would be a civil lawsuit against you.
Yeah, it'd be a civil lawsuit.
What you plan on doing with the footage now?
I'm gonna post it. Sue me, shit. We're gonna be in court for 5, 6 years. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna we're gonna play that loan money game. So
yeah,
it's like you're gonna have to keep going to court and court and court,
yeah.
and that's it.
Somebody in the comments said Gully Bricc Baby was in jail.
No, he
Why is
wasn't.
he on a platform? I just seen it with my own eyes yesterday. He said he was in Atlanta. Then somebody else seen him on another platform. I didn't see this. Him declaring that he was in Houston, but one of my followers hit me up. Was like, "Yo, I just seen a video. He said he was in Houston, but I seen it with my own eyes. He said he was in Atlanta. Now y'all saying he was in jail.
Now
Somebody's lying.
you know they lying.
Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. Chris just said facts with academics. Last night on academics, Bricc Baby said he was in jail at that time. But on another platform, I seen it for myself. He said he was in Atlanta.
Yeah,
So
then another platform. He just told Wack yesterday that he was in Texas, Houston.
that's what he told Wack.
Yeah, and then we was like, listen, we all said it on academics. You get what I'm saying? Yesterday
Yeah.
when I addressed it.
My man said gang members filing civil lawsuits. Fuck out of here. That's wicked.
Yeah, he see the new lawsuit that I got where the dude got beat up on the show, and they suing me. It's like
Oh, I got that footage on my channel. That nigga sued y'all?
he sued
For what?
for getting his ass whooped. It's terrible.
Stacy Galore, I appreciate your super chat. Long money is the best money.
Facts.
That $1 million turned that indictment into a federal case. Them guys got on that plane. I got a question for you, Luce. How do you this is off the record. How do you expect how do you suspect they got firearms out there?
You know how. We didn't even have to
God
even say it.
damn.
We didn't even have to say it.
Yeah. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. He said, "How you gonna go off the record off of YouTube?" This is what I asked him. Let me get you out of here. What I asked him wasn't in regards to incriminating anybody, and he didn't. He said, "You know how he got him." So A plus B
You,
equals C.
yeah, you gotta like, they want to say certain things, but at the end of the day, is they not really understanding that we street dudes. We know what we saying. We know what we talking about.
Yeah. The thing that kills me and shit, because I cover this shit. I cover hip hop, sports, and fashion. They be getting mad at us. They be getting mad at us, the media outlets, for shit that these niggas did on camera, for shit that these niggas did on wiretaps. All we be doing is reporting what happened. There's no reason for y'all to get a. Nobody here had a hand in Little Durk getting arrested.
No,
Nobody here
nobody.
had a hand in Bricc Baby having homeboy's location and shit. I just needed you to come here, somebody that was credible in regards to this situation from California, to give me an opinion on how the guys from Chicago would get homeboy's location. You gave me beyond an opinion. You gave me facts.
I gave you facts, and the crazy part about it is, if y'all heard me and Brick Baby on live yesterday with academics, did he deny anything?
I ain't see it. I gotta go watch it when I get up off of here. I gotta go watch it. I gotta go watch it. I don't understand why niggas keep getting on these cameras, man, and incriminating themselves. Because your last statement is not gonna go away, man. It's best that a motherfucker just shut the fuck up and don't say nothing. For
I
real.
think people don't understand the internet is forever. And
The
then I seen the comment, right?
yeah.
Who fakes a robbery? Listen, this is the thing that y'all have to understand. Just because your heart and the way you built wouldn't do the things that I have done,
Right.
that's on you. Like, nigga, did you understand that my wife was trapped in a car? I couldn't leave. If I leave and leave the robbery or let somebody take something or whatever like that, she's dead bang. And why would she want to be with a nigga that can't protect her?
Is that
You get what I'm
is
saying?
that how she was able to get that footage? She was in a car.
No, she was in the car trapped, but we was on sets doing our TV show, filming our
Okay.
TV show. So one of the, the showrunners actually was walking around, and by the time they walked around, they got part of it because when the dude walked up, he put the gun to my rib, and I just grabbed cuz threw him off. I'm like, neighborhood crew, what you doing? They were like,
Yeah.
I want to take everything. They were trying to rob the the equipment stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, they
For the
wanted the
TV shows,
cameras
the
and shit.
cameras and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, and I told him, I'm like, on six, so y'all ain't getting nothing. Now, if I wasn't there, y'all could have with it. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
not on my watch. I'm just not that type of nigga. Because I feel like a buster if you're gonna try to take something from me.
They said Bricc Baby keeps switching up his story about his location. I definitely heard. I think it was on Trap Lord Ross just put out a pit. You follow his content?
No, no, I heard somebody telling me about that.
That's where I seen Bricc Baby say that he was in Atlanta. Yeah, it's on. I think it's on Trap Lord Ross. I seen that yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday he said that on he was with I mean he was in Houston. First he said Dallas, then he said Houston. Go listen to it. You're gonna be like, this shit don't make sense.
You cleaned up everything that I brought you here for, fam. I just wanted that. I had one essential question: who lined up Quando Rondo from LA? And oh, the last thing I got to say is, how do all of y'all from the '60s? What happened to where y'all all be on different sides of opinions and shit like that?
No, see the thing is, it's like my opinion and certain homies like 600 and them, Raze and all in them, they take the stands of like the truth. You get what I'm saying? Like we don't want like people to be around and they got like rat tendencies and people saying they rats and stuff like that, and they getting paid by the police. They keep saying they from 60s. It just don't work that way. Like after Nip died, I was like, no, I can't keep letting people just play those games. So I'm like on six, so like, bro, it's not gonna happen no more. I'm gonna take a stand and if you about what you say you about, because I know I am, they have to do something. And they not, they sweetie pies. So at the end of the day, is I was like the muscle. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate you coming through, fam. That's all the questions I have for you. I know it's football Sunday. I ain't gonna keep you held up here and shit. I got to get up off here, and I'm definitely about to go and watch that interview with academics from last night, man, because I still got some questions that I have to answer. So again, thank you for coming through. Y'all
Yeah.
subscribe to the channel. How's the y'all still doing a reality show?
Yeah, yeah, we still shooting a reality TV show, Betty and the Beast, but it's gonna be on BET.
Okay. Appreciate you for coming through, fam. Motherfuckers be asking me, yo, why you be having him on a platform? I need to get
The real, the
insight.
raw.
I need to get insight and opinions from people from California. You live out there. So the shit that you gonna say is probably gonna be a lot more credible than a lot of shit that's being said online. So I
Of
appreciate you
course.
again, pimp. Stay in touch. All right,
All right, King.
my man. Peace.